The goat demoness leaned close, her face painted green around her eyes and lips, whispering into Yechuan's ear with a teasing smile, "Hey, handsome, could you spare me a bite of that roasted meat?" At the same time, her pupils widened, glowing pink, as she thought confidently, "Any man who looks directly into my eyes will submit to me. Become my obedient little dog." However, Yechuan just shoved another skewer into his mouth and replied bluntly, "If you want meat, go hunt some monsters yourself. I barely have enough for me." The goat demoness froze in shock as he calmly chewed his food, completely unaffected by her charm. "What? How can this be?" She thought in disbelief, then quickly put on her most alluring gentle maiden expression to try enchanting him again. But to Yechuan, that pig-like face of hers was anything but attractive. He glanced at her, sweating a little as he muttered in disdain, "Why does that pig face have horns on it?" Still trying to start a conversation, the goat demoness smiled sweetly, her eyes squinting into crescent moons. "Fine, little brother, if you won't share, that's okay. But I'd like to ask you something." Annoyed at being interrupted while eating, Yechuan stuffed 2 more skewers into his mouth, scowling. "What is it now?" The goat demoness' expression darkened, a cold murderous aura radiating from her. "Have you seen the crimson twin blossom nearby? I've nurtured it for years. And someone killed my beloved pet guarding it." Then she leaned closer, face nearly touching Yechuan's as she asked suspiciously, "You wouldn't happen to know who did it, would you?" Hearing that, Yechuan choked, pounding on his chest as guilt washed over him. "Wait. Wasn't that me?" Seeing his silence and nervous expression, the goat demoness tilted her head and asked softly, "It wasn't you?" "Right." Cold sweat streamed down Yechuan's face as he frantically waved his hands. "No, not me. Ha ha, definitely not me." Her brows furrowed, doubt flashing in her eyes. Then, quick-witted in his panic, Yechuan blurted out a lie. "I know who did it. A wicked guy named Liusheng dug up that flower. He even killed your cute little snake. I told him not to. How could he harm such an adorable creature?" The goat demoness smirked, curling her lips. "Is that so? Good. I know what to do then." Before Yechuan could react, she turned and began to walk away. But after only a few steps, she suddenly whirled around, her eyes blood-red and full of rage. With a snarl, she swung her claws toward Yechuan, shouting, "Did you really think I'm that stupid?" Her claws struck, but Yechuan blocked the attack with his Dragon Slayer blade. Sparks burst from the clash. The goat demoness glared, veins bulging on her forehead. "I still remember the scent at the scene. It's on you. How else could I have found you?" As sparks flew between her claws and his blade, Yechuan shouted back in frustration, "If you already knew it was me, why force me to lie? Why?" Her tone turned venomous as she sneered, "Oh, so you can reason now, can you?" A crimson aura erupted from her body, dark mist swirling as blood energy coiled around her. It shot toward Yechuan, lifting him high into the air. "Tell me where my flower is," she demanded coldly, "or I'll tear you apart." But Yechuan wasn't the kind to yield easily. His eyes turned blood-red as he activated Blood Shadow Butcher. Instantly, the goat demoness' pupils dilated, her mind filled with a vivid illusion of herself tied down on a butcher's block, Yechuan looming above with his Dragon Slayer knife poised to dissect her. Overcome with terror, she screamed and clawed at her own arm, drawing blood to break the trance. During that moment, Yechuan broke free from her control and bolted, shouting as he ran, "Fine. Take the roasted meat. Take the golden spider legs too. Consider them payment for your damn flour." Furious, the goat demoness let out an enraged shriek, red aura flaring as she shot forward after him. Sweat poured down Yechuan's face as he ran for his life, gasping, "She's crazy. If I can't outrun her, I'll have to use that move." Before long, the goat demoness was right behind him, when suddenly, a massive firestorm ape appeared, gripping a tree and glaring down at them. It stepped out from the shadows, blocking Yechuan's path, then roared and swung a massive flaming palm at him. Yechuan barely dodged, shouting, "Where the hell did this flaming gorilla come from?" At that exact moment, the goat demoness caught up, stepping into the firestorm ape's sight. The beast roared angrily, thinking she was trying to steal its prey. The goat demoness' eyes flashed with fury. Beast! Get out of my way! The firestorm ape lunged with both fists, but the goat demoness wrapped her bloody aura around its body. Her eyes gleamed gold as she struck. One devastating punch smashed into its face, followed by a brutal knee to the head. The beast wailed in agony before collapsing face first into the dirt, tongue lolling out dead. Having dealt with the nuisance, the goat demoness turned back, glaring at Yechuan with blazing golden eyes. By now, Yechuan's entire body shone with white spiritual energy. Gripping the dragon slayer tightly in both hands, he faced her head on. Her eyes widened in shock. Wait. That technique! But Yechuan didn't stop. The spiritual light around him turned crimson, radiating murderous intent. Raising the dragon slayer high over his head, his eyes gleamed with killing light as he roared, "Fallen stars!